A governor is saying my state is on fire. A minister in Abuja is saying he's lying. Professor USMAN, which minister in Abuja is saying he's lying? Former NHI Executive Secretary Professor USMAN Yusuf has sharply criticized President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, describing it as marked by unpopularity, divisiveness and self-interest 2 years into his tenure. In the video, he contrasted the current leadership unfavorably with past generations that invested substantially in education, healthcare and security, which fostered national progress and citizens' welfare. Professor Usman lamented the dire security situation, noting that daily violence overwhelms the military, which is fatigued and psychologically strained after years of continuous deployment. You think you are safe? Nobody is safe. Oh yes, so nobody is safe. If your neighbor is not safe, he said, exactly, if your neighbor is not safe, you are not safe. You are not. Recalling his grandmother's advice to pray for others' children as well as no one. Yes, that's why Yorubas, there are some prayers that we pray that anything be makon, to makon me, because once that person has problem, definitely you are also going to have problem. Yes, so you also pray, you pray for other people's children as well. Our land is drenched in blood. We are burying our dead every day. Civilians and uniformed personnel are like 50 in Plateau, 30 in Katsina, 100 in Safara. Life has become nothing, yes. People's life does not matter again. People just die and we just see it as normal. Like, you just hear that, so amount of people was killed in this place, in Plateau State. Some people went inside the church to buy some people, and we just normalize it. It's normal. People dying has become normal. Life has become nothing to us. Professor Osman warned that Nigerian military, numbering less than 300,000, deployed across all states and the FCT, is overstretched by insurgencies like Boko Haram, which has lasted 16 years, and banditry ongoing on for over a decade. He cited the late Army Chief of Staff General Ladbaja's observation that soldiers are developing battle fatigue and post-traumatic stress disorder, with some resorting to drugs. He stressed that security is not solely the military's responsibility, but a collective one, blaming politicians for creating the crisis and ignoring the people suffering. Politicians are not listening to the cries of our children at the war front, those that make it possible for us to come here and talk. We need to have an adult conversation, but the politicians are not ready. They are dancing. Nobody's more dancing. Our economic policies, Professor Usman criticized the government. On economic policies, Professor Usman criticized the government's approach to subsidy removal, saying, when this government came, they said they were going to remove subsidy. But what plans do you have to ameliorate the sufferings of our people? They didn't have any plans, so which plan? They say make we dey endure. None. This is what we are seeing. The repercussions and suffering we are seeing are because of the misguided policies of this government. No plan to mitigate the consequences and no consultations. You don't consult people, you do whatever you want. People are suffering, you are not listening. Here the key observation, a governor is saying my state is on fire. A minister in Abuja is saying that he's lying. They are not listening. Exactly. Later they'll say, we will listen to you. People are not listening. They are not. Kunle Adejobi says, because the present government does not appoint you to steal the billions as usual, you must criticize them. Professor Kleptomaniac. Now, for now, somebody will come and say the truth. People will come and say it's because they did not allow him to steal billions. It's because they did not appoint him. Now, I see people, we deserve Nigerians are not worth fighting for, and we deserve our leaders. We deserve them because people are not ready. People are not ready at all. Olu Agbeni says, Nigerians deserve their leader with the modern slavery, colonization, marginalization. I can't imagine some slaves will still condemn Mr. Usman Yusuf for saying this obvious truth. I'm telling you. He's practically saying the truth. If you have an issue against him, that's another thing. If he has done something wrong before. But this thing that he's saying is the truth. Is he lying? No. People are dying. People's life has become nothing. People just die and we see it as, okay. He's not lying now. Of 10 years failure and borrowing with nothing to show, Economically and insecurity. Nigeria is a zoo full of monkeys and slaves that love their chain and shackles. Yes, so they really do love their chains. Francis Adekunle says, as the case of Professor USMAN with the federal government died, I don't understand you people. So because he has a case now, he should not say the truth. Yeah? He should not say the truth. People are not serious. People are not serious. Christo Echukwu says, this minister must be mad idiot. The person on the ground is giving strip. A minister inside a condition is saying he's lying. What kind of Nigeria that we are living in? God have mercy upon us. Ivan Zokafo says, Nigerians are educated but they cannot express themselves. One cannot put on paper what he has in mind. I wonder what the future will be on our pursuit of modern civilization. It is well. Adelusi says, but you people created all this for your self-centered. You don't know what that he will backfire and consume you. I think in Buhari's tenure, all this banditry and Boko Haram, including Fulani's headsmen, had been wiped. But you can't still change the fact that he's not lying. He's not lying. He's saying the obvious truth. So here we two people though. Chin also says, since Nigeria is able to accommodate in the system both repented Boko Haram and others, that means total Nigeria is poisoned. Without division of Nigeria, nothing will work out. It is well. Onuebu says, well, deaf ears to the suffering of the Nigerian masses didn't start today. Some sections of the country have been living with it as a lifestyle. The complaints are coming more from those whom it's a new development. Ahmed Gali says, what do you gain from insulting him? You should be mature. You just ask that if you is a thief, who is Tinubu, but you up with insult. Well, I thought as you love Tinubu, you will up some points to defend him. What is this one saying? I beg you. Samuel says Tinubu is a disaster. Ahmed Gali says, a heart full of envy, hatred, and tribalism. Professor your foot. Of course, because you don't know what it takes one become a professor, and I think in the whole of your village, there is no sound professor like him. Okay. Mike Oluti says, this shambolic idiot calling himself a professor sounds completely demented and out of touch. Wow. Reality sounds like another demented Dr. Umar Diko of the Shagaris era, always using senseless points. So that point that he used is senseless. Yeah, uncircumcised professor, my foot or more. It's all the comments that these Nigerians ask is just a ginger to up my game, to hustle, to leave this country, because I can't be living in the country with people that thinks and reason like this. We are not ready. This suffering will continue, so it's better to leave than stay here. Waiting be this. I beg my listeners over to leave your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.